student. So class 6, how are you? I hope you are fine. Today it is my second video. First video I have already done for chapter 1. I hope you have gone through it. So this is class 6, subject chemistry, chapter 2, sorting materials into group. Now what do you mean by sorting? Sorting means separating or segregating substances. That you have, the meaning of the word is sorting. Now, what is materials? You have gone through the chapter, so you know the meaning of matter. What is matter? Everything around us is made up of matter. Matter is something which has mass and which occupies space. So you are matter, I am matter, this board is matter, air, that is invisible, but it is matter because it has mass and it occupies space. Now what do you mean by material? A particular sample of matter is known as material. Objects are made up of material. Now what are objects? Anything which we can touch or which can be felt by us, that is object. Now suppose this one is the whiteboard. It is made up of what? This is made up of a particular type of plastic. So plastic is the material. In your classroom, desk is there, bench is there. So desks and benches, they are made up of wood. That is also a material. Almirah is there in the class. So that almirah is made up of what? Almirah is made up of iron. It can also be made up of wood. So material is a particular sample of matter by which substances are made up of. So why do we need to sort the materials in groups? If we don't sort the material in groups, what will happen? In your home, there are so many objects. So do you keep all the things together? Suppose you are keeping your books, copies, pen, pencil along with potato, cauliflower, then pillow, then spices, all things kept together. You have to take out a particular book or particular pencil. How much time it will take to find out? Definitely the time will be wasted and you are unable to find out that where you have kept. In a house we have separate rooms, drawing room, kitchen, then dining space. Why separate rooms? In kitchen we are keeping the materials which we are going to use for cooking food. In the dining space we are supposed to invite our guest, or sitting arrangement is there. Sometimes we can eat food there. There is a room that is called bedroom. In the bedroom, bed is there, mattresses are there, pillows are there. So separately the rooms are made. If all rooms would have been together, everything would have been jumbled, it will look also odd and it will be difficult for you to find out anything from that room. So we are going to sort materials into groups that you are doing from the very junior age and you know it very well. Suppose in a medicine shop you have gone. You have asked the shopkeeper for a particular medicine. If he is going to keep all medicines together, is it possible for him to find out the medicine immediately? He generally separates the medicines in his shop in two ways. One can be alphabetically he can arrange, that is the name of the medicine which start with A, he will keep somewhere, start with B, that will kept with somewhere. Similarly, there are some other ways also. A particular company is providing these medicines that are kept in one corner. Some other company is providing some medicines that are kept in other corner. So this is the way. How we separate the material? We separate the material according to their physical and chemical properties. According to that, we try to separate them. Now we can separate them according to their shape, according to their size, according to their appearance, according to their luster, whether dull or light or bright. So many characteristics are there, depend upon which we can separate the materials. Now my topic today, I am going to separate the materials according to the behavior of material towards light. This is new for you, so I thought to explain this topic, because you can separate according to shape, size, smell, color, everything. What do you mean by behavior of material towards light? Light can travel through a material. Sometimes it has happened that when you pass light through a material, the light completely passes away through it. Those materials are called transparent material. Transparent means the material which allow light to pass through them, like the material which allow the light to pass through it completely. That is called transparent material. Now example of transparent material, glass, normal glass, that is transparent material. Pure water, that is transparent material. If you go through glass window, normal glass, you can see whatever is outside. How that is possible? Because the light is passing through the glass, so you are able to see outside the glass window. So those materials are called transparent materials. So I can separate material using this property. Second one is opaque. Opaque material are those which do not allow the light to pass through it. The material which do not allow the light to pass through it. That is called opaque material. Mostly material around you, they are opaque. I am a opaque substance. You are opaque substance. Wood is opaque. Metals, iron, that is opaque. If you are going to fall light is going to fall on me, it will not pass through me. That means what is behind me, you cannot see it. Why? Because light is not falling on that object. I am here as a guard, so I am acting as opaque object. So opaque object example is wood, iron, rock, human being, animals. So I can separate the material using this property. Third one is translucent. What do you mean by translucent? The material which partially allow the light to pass through it. That means some portion of light is going through it and some portion is not going through it. So the material which allow light to pass through it partially, not fully, partially, that material is called translucent. The material which allow light to pass through it partially, that is called translucent. Example of translucent material, oil paper, ground glass. You might have seen that in your house a special type of glass is there which is not like normal glass, through which you can see outside object but not clearly, hazy. So that is translucent. That means it is not allowing the light to pass through it completely. It is allowing the light to pass through it partially. So that kind of objects are coming under translucent object. Example, butter paper, ground glass, etc. So I am using physical property or chemical property of a substance for sorting the materials. Here my property is behavior of material towards light. This is also physical property. So I hope I have explained you the topic. Using various physical and chemical property, you can separate various materials around you and you can find out the properties of the material easily from that group of object. That means if the property of one substance is known to you, another substance you don't know. But as it is in that group, so you can find out or say that what is the property of that substance. So if you have any problem, please go through the video several times. You can pause it. I hope you will understand it. So thank you very much, student.